Hey, good morning. It's about 8 o'clock and 90 degrees. And I'm out wandering around. That's National Stadium, tucked away back over here. Maybe I'll get up on this bridge and peek down into that multi-use stadium. But the MBK Center is over here. I just filmed for, I don't know, 45 minutes, so I'm gonna cut that down. But wandering all around the Jim Thompson house. Jim Thompson, the former OSS officer before predating the CIA. He was stationed here in Southeast Asia, and just a character. Look up Jim Thompson, and if you're over here, certainly come visit the Jim Thompson house here in the National Stadium area. I'm not familiar with this area at all. It's not touristy, so we'll just we'll check it out. Follow me along. So I crossed the street. I've never been over here. Let's go take a peek as best we can. I'm not sure how much of it is open to the public. Department of Physical Education. And here's a tourist police headquarters. I don't know anything about police or tourist police over here. There's just zero problems. But I do know they have a 3-digit code. It's not 911. I'll post what it is. That if something is going sideways, and in most instances it can just be fixed with a tiny bit of money. Like I'll see drunk expats in a bar arguing over, I only had 6 beers, you're charging me for 7, and they're throwing a big fit and they want to call the police and all this and that. I'm tempted to just say, hey, you know, I'll pay for his 7th beer and just get on your way. But sometimes people just blow things up, and that's when maybe you'd call the tourist police, and they come. Of course, they're going to speak Thai and settle things with the merchant. But oftentimes, the way it's going to be settled is, yeah, you owe the money, so just pay it and don't come back here anymore. Outdoor gym. I mean, it's hot. This is some hardcore workout right here. A little bit in the shade. It looks like we have a walking or running track over here, and this is the stadium over here. I'm sure it's locked up, but I don't know. I might be able to sneak in. I'm just taking a picture through some iron bars here, but it definitely looks like a soccer pitch. I'll keep walking around. Something's going on over here. They're getting sandbags ready, perhaps. Rainy season's right around the corner. This little running track with a soccer field in the middle. The 6th Asian Game winners, 1970. Hockey, shooting, swimming, water polo, weightlifting, wrestling, cycling, track and field, boxing. So there's National Stadium, and I know I'm going to pronounce this wrong. Tempsiden Stadium. More soccer fields, and it doesn't look like I'm going to have an easy way of getting in there. It's all locked up. All right, I'm way too old to be climbing fences, but I climbed up here, and no, this is clearly another fancy soccer field. But now that I'm over here, I don't think I've ever been over here on my many trips to Bangkok, so we'll take a look around this neighborhood. It's kind of cool just getting lost in the neighborhood. Sometimes it's a bust, but 9 out of 10 times here in Bangkok, you just find some strange little buildings and cool places to eat where there's 20 people in line. It kind of has a Wrigley Field vibe, just an old stadium right in the middle of the city, and everything rolls up, I'm sure, when it's game time or event time. But it's all locked down right now, except for, I'd guess, groundskeepers or whatever they were doing with those sandbags. So the end of the National Stadium BTS tracks is down here. This is National Stadium. It doesn't look like a whole bunch over here. There's the different fields and another stadium over here. And this is a field attached to, I believe it's a college. Faculty of Sports Science. Chulalongkorn. I'm sure I'm pronouncing that wrong. Chulalongkorn University. So I'm going to head up this way a block or two and see what's going on. And once again, I don't know this area at all. I know the BTS National Stadium, the dark green line ends over here at the MBK Center. And then you either change trains and go up excuse me, the light green line, Sukhumvit to Asok, Nana, all those areas, or you get on the dark green line and head over this way towards Saladang and Silom. So I know there's another BTS stop over here. I just don't know how far. It might be 4 blocks in that direction. Maybe we'll find it. Maybe I'll go up and look around a little bit and then head off to the left and see if we can find whatever station that is. I've been on that line many times, but I don't have the stops memorized. There's the stadium, and this is just a huge parking garage. Well, I guess that parking garage is also used by the Chulalongkorn University. And this says it's Chula Soy 9. This is all new to me. I'm not even sure where the university is. Maybe off to the left here. It seems kind of quiet back here. It is a holiday. So off in the distance you can see the lights of National Stadium and really a whole lot of nothing until the police station and some apartment buildings, or maybe they're dorms. I'll walk down there. Looks like they have a nice fleet of buses, maybe bringing students in from different train stops or just for athletics. And this large building is the CUI House International. Feet from the university, so I'm sure a lot of students stay there, but that's a guess. I mean, this is the university here, or at least one of the buildings. Anywhere there's a university, you're gonna have all kinds of bars and cool little coffee shops, but not on this street. It's pretty boring for about 3 blocks anyhow. CU Terrace building. They look very similar. Here's the M Park and Lotus Go Fresh. Lotus Go Fresh is like a large 7-Eleven. Lotus is a big grocery store, Walmart size. What these Go Fresh is, they tend to stay open 24 hours. They're just smaller. It looks like they have a lot going on over there. Maybe I'll run across the street and take a quick peek. It's still only, I don't think it's 9 o'clock, so things are still closed up, but just different places to eat. Bakery goods. Over here is a Japanese restaurant. It looks like they have a Starbucks and a Watson's department store. Now I keep seeing condo tuk-tuks heading that way, so I'm going to assume they're heading towards a train. I've walked kind of a long way up National Stadium. There's the lights of National Stadium. So I'm gonna head up this way, although this looks like the campus. So I might get stuck on the campus, but it would make sense that there's a BTS stop near the campus somewhere. It's a beautiful campus, and over here is a swimming pool, which I'm about ready to jump in. Here's a beach volleyball court. And I still have no idea where I'm going. School of Management off to the left. Payatai Road. I believe there's a Payatai BTS. So I'm gonna head in that direction. Yeah, class is definitely not in session. This is a very large campus and it's a half-dozen students walking around. It's all closed up, but looks like they have a nice little food court. Yeah, and I'm definitely lost. I don't think my theory of the dark green line popping out over here is working out. I think it's still about a mile, but I'll figure it out. Might have to jump on the back of a motorbike because I've been walking around 3 hours now in the heat. That's about enough. It's time to eat. This Payatai Road right here, I'm pretty sure I've been on the BTS where there was a Payatai exit. Well, I can see the BTS down there, but see, that's Siam. So that's probably what I'm gonna have to do. Although this looks kind of interesting over here, so I might, I got a little bit more energy. I might wander across the street and see what this is. So the campus continues on. It goes down quite a ways, and over here, this is a very large chunk of the center of Bangkok. But I'm going to wander across the street. That makes sense that that's still part of the university. And I know I've roared up and down this street many times in my friend's little Honda Jazz. And maybe 4 blocks down that way is Siam Paragon and the Siam BTS station. But we're gonna head over here. So the bus stop's giving me a clue. The Royal Monument. It's a pretty fancy bus stop. It says King Rama V established the university in 1902. And it looks like the university continues. Looks like the Faculty of Architecture. And let's go check out the monument. I'm running across soccer fields to show you these views of Bangkok. Consider a thumbs up. That'd really help me. And just so you kind of understand where we are, on the other side of this building, maybe 4 blocks, would be Siam Paragon and the BTS heading down that way. Off in the horizon there, you would have Nana and Asok. Way over here would be the Silom Business District. And the Chao Phraya River, well, it's everywhere, but it kind of winds around, and it'd be over here. Some pretty beautiful grounds and gardens. And it just feels nice and cool under the canopy of these trees. This campus definitely has that old school ivy feel to it. 1902, it's been around. Here's the electrical engineering buildings. And some kind of small gathering area. And I'm assuming that's a dorm. Looks like living quarters. It looks like these kids are shooting a movie. Yeah, they're filming something. So that's a look around National Stadium in this university. And I see 3 buses sitting here. I'm just gonna jump on one of them and assume it's gonna take me to a train at some point, because I really don't feel like walking at least 6 blocks in one direction, and I don't know how many blocks in the other direction to get to the dark green line, because I have no idea where I'm at. If you like these looks around Bangkok and going along with me getting lost and checking out this beautiful city, consider subscribing. I'd appreciate it. Well, it's in Thai, but I see BTS, so that's good enough for me. I just asked that gentleman right there, and he told me to get on the #1 bus. And it'll take me to the Siam BTS. I'm assuming this is for students, but I'll just pretend I'm an old professor. The University Language Institute. They have everything here. I saw stroke studies, so I'm assuming they have some kind of medical department, if not a full-on medical school. And there's the hop-on, hop-off bus. This is at Siam Paragon, so it's one of its many stops, but it'll take you to all the tourist hotspots around town for a small price. It's really worth it for your first trip, or when friends come into town. Yeah, jump on that bus and see all the highlights.